If you want to go up, you must have high self-respect. Yani, you respect yourself, you respect your work, you respect your career.
Karibuni sana. Tumewamiss sana, and I know you guys have been waiting, but we are here finally. And karibuni for this session. I know it's going to be amazing session. This topic is an interesting topic, a good one. And I tell you, today I'm also myself waiting to hear and listen what is there for us today. Refuse to go down.
Refuse to go down. We are living in a situation whereby there are a lot of challenges. Of course, now there's this pandemic, the COVID-19, and our friends have been affected. Others have been, infected, and a lot of people, they are almost giving up. And we are here to encourage you that say no to going down, refuse to go down. And that's why we are here, so that we can encourage our people, we can inspire our people, we can give some boost, so that to tell them that there is hope even after this season, because this season is a temporary bump. It is coming to an end.
How do we now realize that?
Well, of course, when you feel that you have some depression within you, you are getting annoyed very quickly, and of course, you feel laziness when you are waking up in the morning, and you don't want to do anything. You don't want even to plan for tomorrow. You only realize that you are going downhill. And of course, when you go downhill, you get a lot of discouragement, you get a lot of losing hope, and this is not the time to lose hope. This is the time to encourage yourself. This is the time, even for you who is watching us, is the time to encourage other people so that you're able to move forward, because at the end of the day, the vision is bigger.
And the way you are going, how do you realize you are going down? And we had our first point.
Yes.
Now we have the other points that we want to hear.
Of course, once you feel that you are getting depressed, you are getting stressed, you are losing hope, you know that you are going downhill, you don't want to plan for tomorrow, you are thinking the life is ending tomorrow, you realize that you are actually going down. And we are saying this evening, refuse to go down. And of course, you also say that most of the time you have to really encourage yourself, so that when things are not working out, I know DJ Covenant and our viewers, a lot of our people are now jobless. And it is not easy to stay at home doing nothing. So you may give up. And we are saying this is not time to give up. It's the time to encourage yourself and climb uphill. And for you, DJ Covenant, for you to climb uphill, you need determination, you need focus, you need vision, you need people to encourage you, you need to read the right materials, because this is the time that we require the energy givers. This is the time we need people who boost our energy. This is the time that we need self-talk. The time is now, so that we don't lose people. The other day I was reading somewhere that a lady with the children, they committed suicide by throwing themselves in a river. Can you imagine?
No.
We do not want those situations in our communities, in our societies, and that's why we are saying that we still have an opportunity for us to be better. You have an opportunity for you to be better. It's not time to give up. It's not time to throw the towel. It's the time to inspire yourself, to encourage yourself. And DJ Covenant, that's why we have this particular program. How can you know that you are going downhill?
Yes.
Allow me to express, to our viewers, that if you think that you are not worth, if you ever think that you are not worth, that's a sure sign that you are going down. So do an audit on yourself. How do you think about yourself? And of course, if you feel low self-esteem, yani hujipendi, hata ile viatu unavaa huipendi, so you realize that you are also going down. Number 3, negative moment.
Yes.
Sometimes you feel your mind is so negative and you don't see anything good surrounding. Hata kuja hapa Rafiki Garden, you don't see anything good. Even if you are told roads are being done, you don't see anything good. We call it negative momentum, that your emotions are negative. And of course, we say that if you realize you have low morale, yani you are not excited. Those are true signs that you are going downhill. And let me tell you, DJ Covenant, going downhill is not easy. It's a difficult thing. And I know our viewers across the globe, maybe you're in Europe, you are in the US, we have been hit by this pandemic. Maybe you're saying, George, you don't understand that I am in my lowest moment. It is time to realize that you're going down and do a about turn. Do a reverse gear and go uphill. Start climbing. And then finally, how you can realize you're going down is if you realize that you're not making a difference, either in your family, in your own life, you are not investing, you are not encouraging people, you are not making a difference. Because remember, when you are born, you are supposed to make a difference in the world. You are supposed to do something before you expire. Because all of us, one day, we shall expire. Yes.
There's a, how can you discover that there's a word you used, going uphill?
It's called the up climbing.
Up climbing.
You know, in life, they say that 95% of global population, most of them, they are stagnant. Majority, they are going down. But only 5% of the people who go up. And going up, DJ Covenant, our viewers, it's not easy. Today, we come here at Rafiki Gardens. We found an engineer himself. Yeah, then I expect barabara. This engineer is going up. And when you go up, it means success. You are succeeding. Because if you want to go up, you must have high self-respect. Yani, you respect yourself. You respect your work. You respect your career. We have people out there, they don't have what we call the self-respect. They are given a job by your employer, but you are joking with that particular job. You're not able to offer solution. Number two, how you can be able to know that you are climbing, you are succeeding, you are going up. The positive momentum. Every day you rise up in the morning, ensure that your momentum, you are going up. Every day you rise up in the morning, you are going up. Your self-motivation, your career, your business. If you are a student, are you going up? Are you studying hard to go up to succeed? Number three, you must have the attitude of winning. We call it the winning mindset. Do you have a winning mindset? I know there are people watching us from Europe, from the US, from Saudi Arabia, from Dubai. Do you have that winning mindset that today you are saying, I am going to earn my money in Dubai, and this money, I'm going to invest that money in Kenya through Optiven at Rafiki Gardens. That's what we call the winning mindset. Of course, that's a good way of up climbing or success. And of course, you must realize that you must have high morale. Yeah, high morale. Your morale must be up every other day. And of course, once you have the high morale, you are able to conquer systems. You are able to conquer your investment journey. You are able to conquer your career. You are able to move from one level to the next. About on how our fans, our people, the people we inspire, how they can discover that they are going to a success journey. They are climbing up. And you say, DJ Covenant, climbing is not easy. You have to sweat. You have to work hard. But we have a generation whereby they do not want to work hard. Wanataka betting. Pesa haraka haraka. You have to work hard. Even this one, you have to do watch party. You have to share. We have to see it. So life is about working hard. And for you to succeed, to go up climbing, hiyo ni lazima. Hiyo ni lazima. Even Noah, when there were floods, aliambiwa na Mungu, wewe weka nini? Aliambiwa weka nini? Noah. The ark. Weka wanyama ndani. Hakusimama akasema, akaambia Mungu, wewe wanyama watembee. So even for you, in your own career, you have to work hard. Your own startup business, you must work hard. And then finally, be purposeful. Do you have a personal vision? Do you have a personal purpose? Do you have a goal for the next 5 years? And then finally, have a fulfilling vision. The fulfilling vision. What you do, love it, like it, so that people can identify you. You know, when you stand out, people are going to look at you. And somebody told me that when people sit, you stand. When people stand, you stand out. When people stand out, you be outstanding. When everybody is outstanding, be the standard.
And today's topic is refuse to go down. And asanteni sana, I can see a lot of people asking questions and sending their comments. And Mr. George, someone we are asking, refuse to go down. And now there's another big debate, a huge question. Key thing you know you are going down, so that you can discover, so that you know now you are going down. How do you know those key things?
I only share two, and the others are available on my Facebook. George Wachiuri Facebook, I shared in the morning. You know, two things. You feel you have no purpose in life. You feel discouraged. You just feel funny. You wake up in the morning, you have no vision. And you feel like giving up. You are going down. Yes.
And how can you prepare for going uphill?
I think God has given us various capacities. And we discuss like 5 or 6 God-given capacities that our viewers, our fans already possess. And how they can harness DJ Covenant, those capacities. And for you to know your capacity, you must be aware of yourself. being aware is not enough. You must make choices. You make decisions. And we'll be able to discuss with our people these 7 capacities that we must expand. You know, it's like a phone battery. So when it is 20%, you know, capacity is down. So most of our people, they are operating at 20%. Yet, God has given us some capacities that we can boost to operate at 100%. One of those capacities is what I call the emotional capacity. Emotions. Emotions are God-given. How do you manage emotions? How do you manage adversity? How do you manage failure? Because most of the people, when they fail, their emotions are injured. Right now, in places of maybe the US and the Europe, there's what they are calling the, you know, Mzungu anaonea Mwafrika. You know, they are saying Black Life Matters. There are people, they are already emotionally injured. When they wake up in the morning, the first thing they tweet is about Black Life Matters. You need to manage adversity. The challenges when they come, how do you manage the emotional capacity? You need to develop it. There are people, when challenges come, they are down, they are finished. And that capacity, we can develop it on empowering ourselves on what we read, what we watch, the people we associate with. Number 2 capacity that God has given us. This is God-given. Number 2 is energy capacity. Come as I DJ Covenant.
Yes.
God has given us energy. Our knees have got some energy.
Yes.
You can rise up. You can raise your hands. There are many people who don't have that energy capacity. What can you do physically? Today when I was coming here, you know, I passed through a car wash, and I admired these people who wait for these cars. They wash the car so fast, and then you pay them 1,000. I said, wait a minute. There are so many of you who are watching us. God has given you that energy capacity. Lakini unasema, mimi niko tu nyumbani. You have to do something. Do something. Especially people in diaspora. They always tell me, George, my family are always asking for $10. Na huyu mtu ako nyumbani, na ako na nguvu. Come to Rafiki Gardens. These engineers have got work to give you. You know, do something. Because energy capacity is God-given. Number 3 is what I call the thinking capacity. God has given you ability to think, ability to make decisions. Yeah, this head is not for decoration. This head is for thinking. And the world today is for thinkers. But many of us, we have totally refused to think. And that's why they are going downhill. And for you to think, it's not waking up in the morning and doing decisions. No. Look for quiet time with a notebook and a pen. Drop those ideas. Plan for your day. And the capacity to think is so big because that's how businesses begin. That's how new concepts begins. That's how you make your decisions. That's how you decide who to marry. That's why these fellows who are not married, they need to activate this God-given capacity of thinking. Shona huyo mtu kwa map. Chukua kalamu useme mimi nataka mrembo mrefu hivi, nono hivi. You know, size sijui size gani. But our young men have refused to marry. Umejua hivyo wewe?
Wengi hawa.
Hawa. Yeah. Please post your photo on Facebook if you are lady. There are so many young men here. Koja nisiende the direction hiyo. Thinking capacity. You know?
Yes.
And let me tell you, number 4, the people capacity. This is God-given. Ability to build relationship. Yesterday I had a question from a young man I mentor. And was telling me, George, I want to start a business, but I have no capital. I said, wait a minute. You don't need capital to start business. You need relationships. Relationship capacity. How do you relate with the people? How authentic are you? How is your social capital? There's something called the social capital. That if you know somebody, maybe you are school with, now you mtu anafanya bank, or anafanya na financial institution, or this guy is well endowed, you can do a partnership, you can borrow money, you can mobilize your families because you are able to build relationship. But DJ Covenant, we have a challenge here. People have totally refused to build solid relationship. They promise what they cannot deliver. Develop that thinking capacity. Just think. Don't wait for advices from different people who are taking you downhill. Associate with go-getters. Associate with the positive people with positive mindset.
Go to the last bit now.
Wow, we are discussing about God-given capacities. God-given capacities. We talked about thinking capacity, the people capacity, the energy capacity, and emotional capacity. And of course, we now go to the next one, which is very, very interesting. It is called creative capacity. Ability to see options and find answers. Creative capacity. Ability to see options and find answers. Let me tell you, DJ Covenant, there are people when COVID came, they have locked themselves in their homes. They cannot even go to a supermarket.
Yes.
Let me tell you, when challenges come, opportunities present themselves. Maybe the challenges our fans are experiencing. Find an answer. Find a way of going round about it, of course, legally. And for every challenge, if you are an entrepreneur down there, for every challenge, there is an opportunity. You can be able to develop your creativity mindset. But let me advise all our people. For you to be creative, to be innovative, you also develop that thinking capacity. Number 7, leadership capacity. Everybody is a leader. Everyone is a leader. And leadership capacity says it's ability to lift other people. It's ability to lead other people. Whether in your family, in your place of work, in your church, ability to lift other people.